Look at that, complaining about the stream not starting and they aren't even here yet. Hi, Skull. Hi, everybody. I think I'm on. Oh, Bob. Oh, Skipper. Hello. The intermission's too long, yeah. Hi, GRB. Hi, everybody. Oh, they checked out a long time ago, Myrtle. Where are you at, Bob? I hear somebody. There's Bob. They're conspiring.
Get no freaking respect.
You get no respect. Who used to do that? It was, who used to say that all the time? It was an old comedian. Roger Dangerfield, is that right? There's Skipper.
I thought I heard a life alert going off. Looks like Bob
Shake
falling.
me if Skipper ever gets back.
I was folding laundry.
You fold your laundry?
Yeah. I know that makes me sound normal, but I apologize.
Okay, we are here.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Mike says, listen here, you little shit.
I think that's going to stick for a long time.
Hi, Sandy. Well, tonight I did one giveaway, a little drawing for a giveaway during Dan's stream, but I'm not sure if it's good enough to give away. I don't like it. So I'll show you guys and you can tell me if anybody wants it if I do a giveaway.
I was going to say, let everybody else be the judge of that.
I don't like it. It's a female turkey.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Fortunately, yes.
Is that your new ones?
I can't hear you all.
Is that the new ones? The new angelfish in there? Oh, he can't hear us.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is...
That's actually pretty cool. Make it bigger, please.
It's a female...
penis
wild,
in an anatomy class?
Wild turkey. Okay, I'll make it big for just a second. There.
That's pretty cool.
It's a female wild turkey. I don't like it, but Maria says that's awful. Just send it to me.
I swear I saw that earlier today somewhere.
What's that?
I said, I swear I saw that earlier today somewhere.
The female turkey?
Yeah.
That would be odd because I just finished it and it's from one of my photographs.
Is it a picture of Bob when he first wakes up in the morning?
Closer to me. Okay, let me...
Can't hear a word.
Uh-oh, Bob.
I don't believe him.
It's probably a good thing.
Oh, that's pretty. I think it's good.
Okay. There's enough people saying they'd take it, so I guess we'll go ahead and give it away, and I won't throw it away.
Oh, maybe he was not lying to us.
Yeah, hopefully he'll come back in and try again. I was trying to ask him if those were his new angelfish he was showing off, but
Yeah, I say staying busy today, trying to get stuff done before I leave tomorrow.
where are you going tomorrow?
I'm heading out a day early to help them set up at the Keystone Clash.
Oh, fun.
I couldn't hear y'all.
Can you hear Benny? Can you hear us now?
Huh? Yeah. Could
Can you
y'all
hear us
hear
now?
me?
Yeah?
Yes. Could
Okay.
you hear me before?
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
hear you before.
Oh, shit. I was just
So-
kidding about the turkey.
Well, it's a giveaway tonight, so you don't have to put a number in if you don't want it.
I didn't say I didn't want
I'm
it.
not particularly fond of it myself, but then I just finished it, so
He was making a reference on it of what it looked like to him.
It did look like a. Oh, yeah, I just started. I finally got everything unbagged and unboxed.
was that the new angelfish you were showing? Hi, Colette.
I'm going to turn back around. Yeah, there's 5 of them, and those other 4 pistos are doing fine. They're in with killing fish.
Those guys are so pretty. Let me blow
What-
them.
They just look like angelfish, now, like high-end angels, but their backs will get red from their eyes to their dorsal of their belts and down each side like a saddle kind of. You know what they look like.
Cool, but even right now with their fins and everything, they're really pretty little fish.
They are.
Which ones are those, Bob?
The AMAPA or AMAPA, AMAPA, I don't know. Patty says I slaughter it, so I try to say it as bad as I can.
I love them though. They're so pretty.
Look how big the blue ones are.
Really, really nice and healthy too. They shipped real well.
Yeah.
And
That
they look,
other one is just
they look
freaky,
like they're looking for food already.
Yeah, well, they have been eating food. Yeah, I'm sitting here feeding them. I know how much you hate this tank. There's one back there, a little one. Yep, see, there he is. The little one. He's right in there with them. Yep. There's a couple over here. Plants are too thick to have any light get down. There's one over there.
Is that my Yazzie?
Yes, I'm gonna ship him to you too.
John Cox wants to know if you tore your tubs down before this cold snap.
No, I only had the one tub, John, and I never got motivated enough to put anything in it other than the Daphne that you gave me. So, but I am going.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to be bringing them in. I think for the depending on how many gallons they have. Yeah, those from Georgia are huge. Look at that.
My daughter sent me a phone, and it should be here. I'll pick it up and try to get it set up tomorrow. She said it's the iPhone. So, I mismatched Cox, Jessica. I'm gonna have to test out the camera and see how good it is.
Yeah. You'll never get any peace. You'll never be able to hide from Maria again.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you and Maria my phone number.
Yeah. Maria's so funny. The last couple of times she's gone anywhere, she's like, now, if you're looking for me, I've gone for a drive. And then the next time it's like, I'm going to the laundry or the store or something. If you're looking for me.
Yeah, well, you'll be getting texts like that too every time I go someplace. So
Okay.
that the police don't show up at my house.
You better let Maria know too. You better do a group text.
Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to get these fed because I just let them out. They know each other over here in their own little group. 3 of them.
Hi, only Oscars. Yep, tomorrow I'm going to go for a ride, and I'll be posting it for members only. My search for wildlife. This is the best time of the year to look for wildlife because it's starting to cool off, but it's still sunny, and like the elk and the elk should be about in rut right now.
Yeah.
And moose will be coming in pretty quick, and as regular deer.
Whitetail should be next month. Or, well,
I used to have it all memorized exactly, about when they came in.
let's see, whitetail are a little
I
finicky.
know it's this time of year, and then in December the bighorns come in. But I don't think we have any bighorn around here. I'd have to go back up to Montana, which I probably won't be able to do.
Why not once?
Probably.
It says she's the honorary bounty hunter. Well, I'm gonna send you as soon as I get my phone operational. I'm going to I'll send you guys the number of Maria for sure, so that you can text me.
All right.
Because since you don't have Facebook. But what happened is one of my daughters decided that she did not like me. She did not like me not having a phone. So she had an extra slot on her family plan. So she's sending, and she had a phone coming. So she got me a phone and is sending it to me. And it's going to be an Oregon number, but that's okay. It's going to be a phone.
I can't call Oregon.
You can't call Oregon. Well, I won't actually be in Oregon. It's just that her family plan is in Oregon, and she couldn't. She tried to get it on. It was a Wyoming thing, and they wouldn't let her.
Oh, can I call Colette?
No. You can just call. Is there even such a thing as calling collect anymore?
Yeah, there still is, actually.
Is there really?
I'll find out.
Bob is
yeah.
banned in Oregon.
I'm gonna tell
They
you.
have operators, but it's like $3 to talk to a computer.
Yeah, because I do believe inmates still do it.
And my daughter just sent me a message asking me if my phone's here yet, which it probably is, but I've got to go to the mailbox to get it, so I'll probably go in the morning since it's dark now. Better have GPS track every move.
She probably got that added into it. We just don't know it.
I'll probably pick it up in the morning and get it set up. It said it's got like a fingerprint, I think, so I'll have to figure that out.
But that's not any really safety thing because all somebody has to do is cut your finger off if they want to use it.
Oh, well, that's good. You can't use my phone, Bob. Anyway, I'll probably pick it up in the morning and try
Fingers
to
don't even have prints.
get it running so that when I head up in the mountains, I'll have a phone too.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be good for you, though.
Yeah, it's just I just couldn't really afford it. I had to make a choice between if I wanted internet or I wanted a phone, and of course I chose internet. So, and it doesn't really bother me a whole lot, to be truthful, not having a phone, but it'll be nice to have one too. So,
Oh, Bob got a purple fan from Walmart.
Yep. I had a black one there before, and remember I sat on it, and it collapsed under me, so I haven't sat on this one.
Oh, I figured he did that to smash it down to put it in a trash bag.
he smashed his his best fan, his
The
most
only
his most loyal fan. He crushed him.
The only one that he had.
I was just going to lean on it kind of to get some pictures of that little, y'all are awful, but that little peacock or lime green shrimp thing. And the first thing I know, my ass was in the floor.
Oh man.
I mean, it was embarrassing. The dogs tried to get me up and they couldn't.
I left you a message in private chat, Pam.
Let me go see it. I like private messages. Well, that's Skipper.
Okay.
Honda Road.
Member duel. Become a member before Pam pushes the button. Oh, I gotta get a new member photo up for this month too. That reminds me.
Are you talking about Pam or me? If it was me, thank you. Yeah. There's still a lot of drama and bullshit and stuff going around, so just ignore it.
But it'll be nice having a phone too, so that if my internet goes out when I'm supposed to be somewhere, I can like get on the phone and let people know. Once I get it all figured out, I hate getting new phones because then I gotta figure them all out.
Pam, I'm surprised you.
And all that stuff.
On that, you can tell certain people, and then they can tell people you're fine.
Yeah.
You're actually gonna give up your bohemian lifestyle. Those kids will track you down. Maria will track you down. She'll have them triangulate that phone.
Yep, I don't want the Laramie police out here, that's for sure. I don't really like them that much. I mean,
No.
there's some nice guys, but as a general rule, I don't want them out to my house.
There was something about Laramie on the news yesterday or today.
Was there?
Remember? Yeah, I don't remember what. Yeah,
Bad or good?
it was on the news, so I would bet it was bad. Let's see if I can remember it or find it.
Jay, he has a fish house, not a fish room. So just use your imagination on how many tanks he has.
My nephew, when we went to the Atlanta Aquarium, but I couldn't get my Wi-Fi to work there or driving down, and so he put it on data, and I'm like, yeah, I've got unlimited data, that's fine. Well, I used all my data that was the high speed till the 16th of next month. So I got a message today from AT&T that said you are only at 75% and you might get some glitches. And I'm like, what the hell? No, I got to watch my stories and stuff. And it said, suggest putting it on Wi-Fi. And I said, that damn call. He didn't put it back over on Wi-Fi, and I forgot. Can you believe that?
I know, Maria, because I got to, I was going to go today, Terry, and I got everything ready. I had to open up your package and add some stuff to it. Everything's going out tomorrow. I've got everything. I was going to go today, and I didn't wake up in time, so I didn't make
laid up in the bed after that.
tomorrow. I did. I didn't get up until like 2:30. I didn't. I tried to go to bed early last night because I wanted to get to the post office as soon as they opened and then go for a ride in the mountains. But I didn't get to bed till 5 a.m.
I think that's what I saw. Geek Boy said the kite festival. That may be what I saw something about. It might have been on Facebook or something. Some
The what
event.
festival?
The kite festival.
Oh,
I don't know if he's serious or not, but
I don't know. I know that. I know. And Dee Dee, you need to send me your address because I got your package ready to go, and then I went to address it, and I can't find your address. So let me put my email in again.
Dee Dee, please send it to her because she was on this all day earlier. And I didn't want to let her know that I had it, but I'd wait to maybe get it from me.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I absolutely could not find it. So I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or what. But Terry, because I'm sending a frame with glass, there's two things. I decided that because I'm sending a frame with glass, there's always a possibility. It's only happened one other time, but there's always a possibility that the glass will break. So, two things about that is if everything arrives good, it should, you can just hang it right up. But if I were you, I would put a nicer frame on it because it's got like a real thin, like a 1-inch wide frame. And if you put like a bigger, like 3 to 4 inch frame around it, and they're not that expensive because it's a ready-made size, it would look fantastic. I mean, it would look so nice. So with that in mind, I decided to send you some spacers. Spacers go like when you put it in a frame, you put them like on the edges of the glass underneath the frame where they don't show. And I do have a video on how to do that. So I decided just in case you wanted to get a bigger frame for it, I decided to add some spacers to it. So when you open it up and you see these little black stick-looking things wrapped up, that's what they're for. And like I said, I got everything ready to go. They'll be going out tomorrow, and I will send everybody shipping numbers. Hey, Vanoski.
Ginger, my nephew wants to come to the aquarium over in Nashville. Well, he really wants to go to eat at a German restaurant place, but of course I've got to go to the aquarium, and he said that was cool with him. And I said, well, I can eat with my friends. And he said, when's your next meetup? And I said, when they can meet up. So.
I didn't see why Laramie was on the news. We are on the news every once in a while.
It may have just been like a promotion or something. I try to stay away from the news.
Yeah, I know the Billings Hospital where my son works was on the news, has been on the news for the last couple of days because...
that's what it was. It was Billings.
Yeah, that's the hospital where my son works, where they had that 25-year-old kid that was interviewed that had COVID, and then he passed away this weekend.
Yeah.
That's the hospital that my son works at. And they've sent out... they sent all their employees... instructions on how it's going to work because they're probably going to have to switch to the what do you call it, the crisis care mode. Yeah, they're getting ready to do that at that hospital. It's where they take care of, they have to basically make the decision on who has the best chance to make it and treat those people, and the other people are just going to be given comfort care.
It's really triage is what it is.
Yeah, that's the word I was trying to think of. I knew that, but I was trying to think of it, the word triage. But yeah, they've done it in the whole state of Idaho, and they're getting ready to do it in some of the hospitals in Montana, and the one that my son works at is one of them. That they're
Oh,
getting
look at that.
over to
Maduro
that.
put your video out there, Pam, for how
Oh,
to
thank
hinge
you,
float.
Radul.
Or
Yeah, how
dash
to
it.
get floated drawing. So, Terry, pay attention to that, because if it was me, I would reframe it with a big heavy frame, and it'll take up more space on your wall, but it will turn that drawing from a nice looking drawing to absolutely stunning if you decide you want to reframe it. And like I said, it's 16 by 20 frame with glass, which is a pretty standard size that you don't have to get custom frame or anything. You can pick one up at any art store. This is 16 by 20 frame with glass. You can get them at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or just about anywhere. So that would be my advice. And that's why I decided to open it back up and add those the spacer bars so that you can do that. Because the drawing is floated on top of the mat, so you want a space in between it and the glass so that condensation won't build up and ruin the drawing. Is why you put the spacer bars in there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. See, most of the time, like if you frame something that's got a mat around it, or it's underneath the mat works as a spacer. But if I send a drawing that is floating on top of the mat, you need something to space it so that the drawing itself is not pressed up against the glass. Anyways, Merdul posted the video on how to do it, and that would be my advice to you. Eventually, it's hangable as long as the glass makes it and everything. You can hang it up as is, but I would strongly recommend getting a nicer frame for it, and it will make it really outstanding.
And Dee Dee, if you want whatever I was going to send you, I can't remember right off, but I'm going to be sending Maria a box Monday, and I'll go ahead and send your box Monday too. But I don't know your address. And if I could type in chat, I'd put my email up there
Oh,
for
no,
you.
Dee. Brian Laurie, that's that whole thing just upsets the heck out of me.
Yeah. Bob, is it on your page and I'll post it for you?
It's just, I'll give you the AOL one since it's the longest. I'm trying not to use the ARC one. RCA for Robert Taylor.
RCA
697
2777
2777
76.
Yeah, not 7776.
At AOL.
Yep.
Steven.
I've got Gmail and other stuff, but I've had that AOL for a long time. Oh,
Who was that
put
for?
it up there too.
Oh,
Dee Dee.
no, my girl. He did it from memory. Man.
Oh, I know what it was, Dee Dee. It was a Zola. Yeah. And that heifer row, I was supposed to swap snails. And the Zola, she's working all the time. Hey, Liz.
Okay, now I got your address. Yay. Now I can relax. I'm a little bit stressing about it today.
That's awesome, Stephen. All those subscribers. Why you want to mess with Bob, Dee Dee? If you are Brian Laurie up there hiding in your area called the Popo, that's not messing with me, is it? Well, if I see, I got you.
You just say that fella don't want to come in this area.
Yeah, well, she was found in Wyoming, so.
Yeah, they think they caught him on a trail cam somewhere.
I hope so.
No, I mean they didn't get him, but they saw footage.
They still haven't said how she was murdered, did they?
No, not yet. They said they'll release that in a few days.
Oh yeah, they said it'll take to get the full autopsy 2 to 3 weeks. I just heard it today.
Oh my God.
Hi, 503.
Hi, Shannon.
Hey, Shanna. That's sad. If they were going to get married and then didn't because of the COVID.
And she looks like she just is so young and full of life. It's just really a sad thing.
Yeah. He was a goat head. I didn't see what she saw in him anyway.
They're doing a road trip for her blog.
Yep.
I'm sensing some jealousy.
What? Because I couldn't go?
Yeah, not you know what I meant.
Oh.
I'm wondering myself if it's going to end up being connected because, yeah, she was adorable. But at the same time that they were in Moab was when those 2 women were found dead that had been shot while they were camping.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
Terry always comments on my AOL. Let me see if it's the same comment.
Yeah.
He says that every damn time. Terry, you say that every time I say I have AOL. Jess has it too. She gets the same thing.
Oh yeah,
It
that's
is.
right.
Yep. I don't know if it's a hamster or what it is, but
Well, it's going to be an AOL. I hope it works.
yep, it works fine. We used it because it's better than Gmail now for sending out newsletters and stuff like that. The group, the young people, the college students that are on the board convinced me to use it for everything, so we do. No one has access but me, but it's my account. But yeah, it used to really suck. But they've made some nice improvements in the last few years.
Yeah, well, I hope so because when I first moved to Montana, the only service that you could get in Montana and Wyoming was Verizon. So I'm hoping that it's okay now.
Are you thinking about getting the AOL?
That's what Courtney has and what she's sending me. So,
So you'll be on AOL with the cool kids.
yeah. Like I say, I hope that they have service out here now because when I first got a phone when I moved to Montana, they didn't have service in Montana or Wyoming.
Yeah.
Like I say, Verizon was the only one that had towers. Wyoming, but Wyoming has a population of total population for the whole state of Wyoming is 580,000 people.
That's not a lot.
No, that's not a lot.
You know that guy was taken off when they said his family said that he went to go on a hike, and then they went to retrieve his van. Why is that? Why did they have to go retrieve his van?
Evidence.
No, this family went and got it.
His family went and got it. Oh. It was his Mustang. The van was still at the house. The van actually belonged to her.
But why did he just go out there and start walking and saying, "Come and get the van tomorrow"?
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't even go there. That's why. I'm sure he went the opposite direction.
He's running somewhere. I hope he doesn't come back out to Wyoming.
Oh, Dee Dee sent me a really nice message. Dee Dee, no matter what Pam said, I think you're sweet. Don't start a fight now. Fight, fight, fight.
The
Yeah, no,
unfortunate part, Maria, is it ain't like that in there anymore.
I think his family did aid and abet him. So yeah.
well, yeah. Agree, Stephen. Yeah, Pam, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sweet as sugar. I bet you're not as sweet as Pam. Mike has her up on a sugar pedestal.
Oh my God.
Yep. He never he never misses a chance to proclaim your sweetness. He likes to live dangerous. Mm. They can't sue if the police kill him. See? Nobody's as sweet as Pam.
Oh my God. Just for that, I'm going to go get some coffee.
You'll show him.
That's right. You guys must not have noticed my thumbnail.
I did. I did. I don't think anybody did mine today either. Because I really expected to get some guff for it. It was pretty irreverent. Early wine is bad wine.
Oh my goodness. There's Fireball sitting right here.
Cat fight started. Dee Dee, you're always talking about the mud wrestle. Uh-oh, Holly's meowing now. That's true, John. So true. Is there even anything showing on the other side of that screen? Just pointing it over that way, kind of. What are you going to stream next? No wrestle with men, no ladies. I'll wrestle with you, Dee Dee. Devil Cane. You're welcome. Pull up a chair. Do you know Pam from, what you call it, King Crossman? Pam, do you know Devil Cane?
Do I know who?
Devil Cane 1.
Devil, no.
Oh, I thought maybe King Frostmare.
Oh
The
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, hi.
love of God.
Yeah, he's from the Frostmere stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I got my coffee, and the creamer was sitting right there next to a bottle of Fireball.
No, really?
With some Fireball still in it. So
Yes.
this is for Mike, who keeps calling me sweet.
Uh-oh. Let me get this off comments.
My coffee cup.
That's nasty.
Because everybody knows that I am not sweet. Yep, it just so happens the fireball was just sitting right there by the creamer. I mean, shoot, what can you do?
Forced to drink. I was forced to strip in college to pay my tuition.
I guess that's why I didn't go. Nope, that is Bob's aquarium. Bob Taylor.
Oh, Ham, show your aquarium. Listen here, you little. Mike's laughing his ass off. Shauna too. Shanna, not Shauna.
That's right, Maria.
Bob has lots and lots of aquariums.
Yep. I have enough to do me, that's for sure. Uh-oh, I forgot to feed somebody.
I.S.
Nathan's convict is raising hell over there too.
That's a good thing I closed on when that fan broke.
I just read that.
Let me see. Good night, John. Bob, it's a good thing you had clothes on. That's the thing, Dee Dee, I didn't.
There, I pinned it up at the top of the chat.
Her comment?
Yeah.
You dirty dog, you. You got a ton of aquariums, John.
Tell you, I actually learned something today.
That's amazing.
It was. And I learned it from Flip. It had to do with shrimp, obviously. It is good to.
Xanadu, hi. Alex, hi.
It is good to keep snails in with it, so it keeps the aquarium cycle.
Danny.
Hi, Holly. I knew that.
I didn't.
Is that why your head hurts so bad, Skipper?
Yeah, buddy.
Norton Snails.
There's already too much information in there.
Oh, this is good coffee.
Mm-hmm. Did he ask you to repeat that instructional?
Neville Kane says he's got a question for all the aquatic people in here.
Oh boy.
Leaves me out.
Don't ask Bob.
Nope. Don't know nothing. Don't want to know nothing. Double
You got in
negative.
trouble that way.
Yep. Yazzie knows though. You might answer it. Got you,
Yep.
Yazzie.
Yozzie's the one that runs the show.
She is.
He's the boss for sure, yeah.
Yazzie, I gotta get up. I don't want to pick you up. Oh, bless him. Bless him.
Hello, Danny.
Feel like the Walton family.
I'm
Mike
waiting for
says
Neville
that's
Kane.
above his pay grade.
Right?
For people just coming in, this is going to be the giveaway tonight. It is a female wild turkey. I know it is not my best work, but
Let me
this is
see
what I
that.
get for the giveaway tonight.
Are those veins in its neck?
That's just like little wrinkles and stuff. You know how turkeys get little wrinkles and stuff in their neck?
Don't make it big, whatever you do.
I know. I'm not. It's right there.
Bob might get excited.
I don't like it. But
I bet that would like my, I don't have that shirt on anymore. Pam, you need to tell that story you told today.
everybody heard it probably.
Some of them did. If they can hear it again, or they can go to the bathroom or something. The one about the pink flamingo. Skipper wasn't there, I know.
No, I
Yeah.
wasn't.
So
Years and years ago when I lived in Eastern Washington, I belonged to a club, which was a bunch of ranchers' wives. It's called the Cowbells.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And one of the things that we did was we had like a secret pal for the year. Hi, Sini. We had like a secret pal for the year. So in February, we would draw names and you'd keep it secret all year long, and you'd give your secret pal gifts, for all the holidays and stuff, all the stuff that came up. So me and this other gal, Jolinda, were the two youngest people in the club. The rest of them were older, a lot older than us. So old like I am now, but I wasn't then. But anyway, I drew Jolinda's name for my secret pal. And she kept calling me, trying to like guess who got her name. And every time she got a gift, she'd try to guess who it was, because she liked to figure it out. Me, I just didn't worry about it. But like I remember for, I think it was St. Patrick's Day, I gave her a bouquet of plastic flowers. And I picked out the most garish, awful plastic flowers combined that I could. So she called me up. She was like, it has to be one of the old ladies. Just which one do you think would pick out something like this? Both of us hated plastic stuff. Kevin, hello. I haven't seen you in forever. And stuff like that. I was kind of mean. I gave her some nice gifts too, but I gave her some gifts to keep her guessing. Well, her and her husband had gotten married by the justice of the peace. So she decided, and they'd never had a real wedding. So she decided that summer she was going to have a wedding celebration. So she had it at her house, and she was like a month beforehand, like I grew some flowers just for that, because she was doing pink and white. So I grew a bunch of pink and white flowers for her to use, and we were getting everything all decked out. Well, her secret pal, who was me, gave her a pair of pink flamingos to put in the yard. And she called me up. She was like, oh my God, I got a gift from my secret pal. And I was like, oh? And she's like, yeah, for a wedding gift, they sent me some pink flamingos. What do I do? I said, well, what do you mean, what do I do? And she's like, they're awful. She says, but I invited everybody in the club to my wedding. She says, what do I do? And I was like, well, you have to put them out in your yard, and you better put them in a prominent place because you don't want to hurt your secret pal's feelings. So you have to do that,
That's
So yeah, she put them in her front yard by the walk, and she was like cringing the whole time. But she put them out in her yard because they were from her secret pal. So yeah, that was one of the things I did.
Did you eventually tell her it was from you?
Oh yeah, at the end of the year when we drew names again, we had like a party and we drew names again and we revealed who our secret pals were. So she opened up the card. She opened up the card and she opened up the card and she read it and she looked at me. She says, "Oh, it was you." Oh, it was you. Oh my God, it was so good. One of the best things I've ever done. I loved it.
Poor woman.
So you never want to get me for a secret pal, is the moral of that story. But I gave her nice gifts too. Like she was pregnant with her youngest little girl, and I made a baby quilt, a patchwork baby quilt, and it was like denim and calico materials, and then on every denim, like alternating, a patchwork quilt, and on every denim patch, I like applicate a little heart out of different calico materials, and it turned out really, really, really cute. So
I like that quilt you got
I
behind you.
wasn't mean all the time. I gave her some nice gifts too. Hi, Jenny Lynn.
Did you make that quilt that's behind you?
No,
It's a nice little quilt.
I have made several though for gifts and stuff.
My mother-in-law does that, and I love it when she does that.
They're a lot of work, but it's kind of neat. I made one for
Damn.
one of my nephews that was patchwork with denim and different colors of flannel, like in flannel shirts, and it turned out really cool too. For a boy, it was a really cool looking quilt.
Pam, have you ever thought about joining like a quilting bee with all the other little sweet old ladies?
No, Bob.
Well, you ought to think about it.
No, Bob.
Just one time you might be wishing you had.
Okay.
Someday.
Bob probably is in one of those clubs because he watched soap operas.
What?
The same.
What?
Kevin KG Cichlid says, I like quilted northern. Yeah.
A lot of people don't know Kevin, do they?
I don't know, a lot of people might know. He hasn't been around much.
I know, not lately, but I mean in this chat.
That's right, Evie. That is so true. When you make homemade things, you never find time to make them for yourself.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with art. I sell everything I do. I don't have time to make something to hang on my own wall. I never did see Devil Cane's fish question. He said he had a question for the fish people. I might have been talking to it.
I'll tell you what it is. Give me a second.
Is that a new living?
It actually has something to do with. It says I've been living in a fisherman town all my life, and I never tried lobster. I want to try it, but for some reason I'm scared to.
Why? Lobster is good.
LOL. Any suggestions on how I can proceed to try in the future? So Freaky Fish Lady says with butter and garlic.
Yep, melted butter and garlic, and you just buy the lobsters live, and you drop them into boiling water until they turn red.
No. Let some restaurant kill them for you.
No,
Then he says,
if he lives in a fishing town, he might as well get them live. And then I used to do that on Cape Cod, and then you just get a pot of water boiling, and you drop them in it.
Then he says, well, the thing is, I don't even know how to cook, let alone crack them open when they are cooked. Hence,
Yeah, that's how you cook them. You just drop them in boiling water until they turn bright red, and then you pull them out, and then you just use a pair of pliers to crack open the lobster claws and stuff, and the tail. You eat the claws and the tail.
I just can't imagine being boiled alive.
So I told him, I said, when I first had them at a restaurant, I had them show me how. I said, this redneck don't have these in our creeks.
You cook crawdads the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Just drop them in boiling water. I've done that before. I went one time. I went on a picnic with my brother and sister-in-law, and we were by a creek, and we started looking, and the creek was just absolutely full of crawdads. So my brother emptied out the bags of ice, and we used those bags to catch them and drop them into, and we like filled up two of the ice bags with crawdads. But we didn't have a pot, but we had a frying pan. So we had the frying pan of boiling water, and we were dropping them in there. But then, because the water was so shallow, we had to sit there with sticks and keep knocking them back into the water side because they were trying to crawl out. And Bob's like probably cringing like heck.
Well, no, I eat crawdads, but I don't kill them. Why couldn't you cut their head off first or something?
No, that's how you kill them, is you drop them in boiling water.
I know, but that's so cruel.
No, it's not.
Then maybe you aren't going to call me sweet anymore?
And lobsters. Oh,
There's actually people, whenever they eat the crawdads, they suck the juices out of the body, which is pretty much its guts.
Yeah.
right. Yep.
Actually, lobster's not my favorite seafood, though. My very favorite seafood is the deep sea scallops, the great big ones.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I love them.
Yep. I do too. Clams I like too.
And I love mussels, too. Mussels are really good. But lobsters are expensive, and like saying they aren't my favorite. But
Yeah, they're not my favorite neither, because their tail meat can get dried out real easily.
but I love those scallops, big ones, not the little bay scallops, the big sea scallops.
The big sea scallops wrapped in bacon in your oven.
Yep. Those are
Mhm.
good. Oh, nice, Devil King.
I love blue crab though. It's a lot of work, but it's really good.
Oh, crawdads are good. Yep, I like prawns too. They're good too. But sea scallops, oh, the best. The best.
Why not, Mike? Too gamey for you.
You didn't like them.
I like squid. It's a little bit chewy, but I still like it. Octopus isn't too bad either.
Nope. What's the little, what do they call the little octopus? Shut up, Bob.
I'm laughing at Dee Dee.
She says, "Don't y'all just hate a dry tail." I like raw oysters too. There was a place in LA, Portscaw in LA, where they used to have a whole bunch of little shacks that were little different businesses out on the pier, and they had one restaurant that sold raw oysters for $1, and I used to get a bunch of them every time we went, and I'd sit there and just drop a little bit of Tabasco sauce on a raw oyster. So good.
Were they dead?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Mike, the reason why they probably tasted horrible is they didn't flush the system out good enough.
Yeah.
Eel is really good in sushi. Eel in sushi is really good.
Cook lobster sometime. You'll like it, Devil King. Mid-40s, so I'm not getting it. That's right. It's on your bucket list. You better do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin said moist tail.
It's funny. The Fishtoberfest I have off that weekend. Oh boy, I can't afford to go out there though. That's flying coast to coast for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, with crawdad, you want to put them in. Well, you just want to keep flushing it with fresh water. Sometimes you'll add a little bit of salt to help it quicker.
Depends on where you catch them at.
Mm-hmm.
If you catch them in a muddy stream, then yeah, you want to get that mud out of their system. But if you catch them in a clear running, clear water stream, you don't
Yeah.
really need to do that.
Around here where we catch them, it's pretty clear, and it's good flow.
Yeah, that's what you want. That's the best. Any fish or anything that you catch out of a muddy stream, you need to soak them for a while and keep rinsing them and get that mud out of the meat.
Really, Danny?
Yeah, it'll literally taste like you're eating dirt.
Hmm. But like I say, if you get crawdads out of a fresh running stream, then you don't need to do that. It'll be good.
I had something that tastes like dirt once when it was carp, I think.
Carp, yeah.
Catfish.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
tasted awful.
Yeah, the catfish I used to catch in the Willamette River, which is a little Willamette slough next to the Columbia, and it was pretty muddy and stuff. And we'd have to soak them in salt water for a while before we even tried to cook them.
With the rain, whenever we have trout season here, a lot of the old heads they still try to teach it, is soak it in salt water first before you cook it. Rainbow trout.
Okay, if Mike's reptiles go missing, we'll know what happened.
Yeah.
There was a Chinese buffet that I used to go to when I lived in LA, and I'd go every Friday night because they had all kinds besides Chinese food, which is like my favorite food is seafood, and second place would definitely be Chinese. And they would have like a Chinese buffet that was like half of it was seafood, like mussels cooked every way you can imagine, and all kinds of shrimp and crab legs. And on Friday nights they would have frog legs. So we went on Friday night so I could get some frog legs too.
My God, this is making me hungry.
Yeah, what Terry said.
Yep. And a lot of times with some of the fish, you got to make sure the bloodline's out of it too, especially with striper.
Like I said, I think it depends on where you catch them at, what kind of water they're in. If you got clear water with a good flow, then you don't really need to worry about it. If you're catching them like in a muddy river, then you probably should.
Oh, they have a name for it. You're flushing their system, but I can't remember the name of it. The technical term.
Disembowel.
It's the same with a lot of animals. So I know, like, a friend of mine had never had rabbit before, and we were raising rabbits. So I gave her a rabbit, all butchered out and ready to cook.
It's good roast.
And she soaked it and I said, well, why did you soak it in brine? And she's like, well, to get the wild taste out of it. And I'm like, they don't have a wild taste to them when you raise them on grain. And, there's no reason to do that. Oh, striped bass is good. When one of my uncles he was dying of pancreatic cancer, and we went down. He used to every summer he would work as a park ranger at Lake Mead. And years ago they used to get like world record bass and trout and stuff out of Lake Mead. But then they introduced striped bass into the lake, and I'm not sure if it's still that way, but then at that time when we went down there, striped bass was all you could catch in the lake because the bass had eaten everything else. They kind of took over. Oh, walleye is so good, yeah. But anyway,
Look at the cheap meat.
so we met him at this camping area, and there was a bunch of people fishing, and I went over and talked to them, and they said, yeah, about all you can catch here now is striped bass. And they said the way to catch them is there's no sense having a line out in the water all the time. You wait until you see the shiners jumping out of the water. It'll look like a blender turn the water on or something with all these little shiners jumping out, because what they're doing is trying to get away from the school of striped bass.
Yep.
And that's when you throw your line out in the water to get a striped bass. So I got up at about 6 o'clock one morning. Me and Jesse was like 3 or 4 years old. And we got up and we're waiting for everybody else to wake up. And the striped bass came in the bay, and all the fishermen were like throwing their lines out and catching them as fast as they could. And they were like reeling in one after another. And Jessica walked over, and she had on like a little pair of striped bib overalls and stuff. And she walked over and she was watching the fisherman that was camped next to us cleaning the striped bass. And he opened one up, and it had a shiner in its belly. So he told her, he said, this is what they're eating, you know, little shiner fish, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches long. And he was showing her and stuff. And we walked back over to camp, and everybody was waking up and fixing coffee and stuff. And about an hour later, I was sitting there having my coffee. And Jessica, like I said, she was like 3 or 4 years old. And she started telling everybody about the bass, catching the bass, and how they ate the shiners and stuff. And then she reached into the pocket of her bib overalls and pulled out the little shiner. I was like, oh. She had this little fish in her pocket.
Hey, fish streams. Party boat.
Deep fried smelt fresh cod is bomb. I bet it is.
I don't think I ever had smelt.
I've never eaten it. I used to use it when I'd go out sturgeon fishing. You'd get a mess of smelt and use that for bait. But I've never actually eaten any of them myself. Okay, Jenny Lynn, thank you for stopping by. I fish dreams.
Yeah, I've been up since 4.
Good night, Jim.
Yeah, me and my wife will go here. It's called Lake Racetown here, and they stock it with striped bass. And we'll go out with a guy we know, and I just love it. We both just love straight bass fishing, especially when you get one on, because
It stinks.
you know you got to fish one.
Smelt stinks. That's why it makes really good bait for sturgeon.
I gotta look this up. I don't know what that is.
GRB.
But probably my favorite freshwater fish, as far as eating goes, is walleye. Walleye is really good. It's like white meat. It's really good. It doesn't taste fishy at all. And there's hardly any bones in it. Good eating. And probably my favorite ocean fish is halibut. I really like that.
So smelt is almost, since it's small, is it small like sardines, or is it a little bit bigger?
Yeah, it's kind of like sardines. Maybe slightly bigger, but not much.
I think I actually did try it once. It was a long time ago.
And how did you like it?
It was good, actually. Oh, it says they spawn in the rivers and they live in the sea. Interesting. Oh, bunker is a good bait, especially for blue crab.
What is it?
It's a fish.
I don't know that one. Must be an East Coast fish.
Yeah.
Yes, it is actually.
I don't have my endlers anymore. I got rid of most of my, I shut down most of my fish tanks. I just have a few going right now, and the reason being is that I don't have running water in my house. I have to haul in water. So having 26 fish tanks was not working very well.
You still didn't get that taken care of. Oh my!
No, I don't have water.
Straight up assholes.
So that's why I don't have a lot of fish tanks right now, because if you can imagine hauling water by the gallon, that's why.
Okay. That's just nuts. So, how do you? I take it when you fish for sturgeon, you ate it too.
Sturgeon, yeah. They have to be in Oregon. The way it used to be, I haven't lived there for a while, so they might have changed things. But they had to be between 3 and 6 feet. So anything under 3 feet you had to throw back, and anything over 6 feet you had to throw back.
What's it taste like? Does it taste pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. People pay so much for salmon and stuff, and it's like one of my least favorite fish, because to me, salmon tastes fishy, and there's a lot of bones in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like fish that doesn't have very many bones to pick out of it. And like walleye, which is like white meat and doesn't taste fishy at all, is really good. Okay.
How about their roe? Is it good?
Bye.
Goodbye, devil.
Oh, fish streams, don't be silly. In Wyoming, they can pretty much do whatever they want to do in areas. Wyoming has no protection for renters at all.
Yeah, for the tenants. There's actually a law in Pennsylvania that if I know Bob's going to say something, that if you're elderly or if you are pregnant, they cannot do that.
That's the way it should be.
Hi, Kiwi. Oh, Kiwi got some new barbs.
Cool. What kind of barbs? Mike's proclaiming your sweetness again.
Oh my God, no.
Yep.
Mike.
Mike is itching for a beating. That's what my mother used to say. You kids are itching for a beating. And she wasn't playing. I think Mike likes to mess with you as much as I do. Or more. Mike needs to see your mug again, right?
Yeah, Golden Nuggets bring out the belt.
Yep.
Cruising for a bruising, yeah. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, I used to hear that too.
Oh my, I used to hear that a lot. Boy, you're cruising.
Kiwi had a tank leak. Break down plants. Oh.
Okay, what's a reptarian or whatever that is?
Tiger barb shell and green. Cool.
You're only 21. Yeah, you probably ain't never had a proper ass whooping. Sorry. Had to say it.
Things have changed very much over the years as far as ass whoopings go.
Yeah.
It used to be when I was going to school, the teachers could hit you.
Oh,
Now
man.
that's not going to happen.
My 5th grade teacher, she had a paddle and it had 3 holes in it.
Yeah, I had a teacher that had one of those too.
They were that big. Whenever I went through 5th grade, she had that thing sitting in the front of her desk like it was her nameplate. But she decorated it up because she wasn't allowed to use it anymore. That's all I needed to see. You know what my dad told her? I don't care what the school says. If you need to use it, go right ahead. Good. I scared of that lady.
She'd jack you up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I was going to school, it was a normal thing for teachers to use a paddle. And I had one teacher that would like grab you by the ears and drag you out in the hallway to use the paddle.
Oh, yeah. But she was old school, too.
I think some of them teachers like to beat kids.
And I'll never forget her name, Miss Janedlow.
Sister Mary Jovis beat the hell out of us. I bet you were a hellion, Maria.
And the other thing that has changed, and like when I went to school, there was a few times when I got beat so bad at home that I had belt marks wrapped around my arms and legs, like bruises. And I wouldn't have to go to school for a couple weeks, and then my mom would like buy me petticoats to cover up the bruises and long sleeve dresses. So nowadays that wouldn't fly. The teachers would notice and they would turn you in, but back then nobody did.
Oh my God, you would have CYS knocking on your door that day.
Yeah, the teachers will notice that stuff now, but back then it was like they just looked the other way.
I actually went to CYS to report something and they blew me off. But come to find out, they did go and investigate. But in that house, the parents were doing drugs, and it was hard drugs. It wasn't your Mary Jane. And I was like, why in the hell are the kids still? And I even told them, I said, y'all need to go there. And I know there's people in the family that will take care of those kids.
Skipper, did you see what Kiwi said back to you about the repertorium or whatever it is?
Yeah, I looked it up. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
Reparium, there it is. Repetarium. Ever.
And when I went to school too, this is the other thing that most people don't remember is there was a dress code. Like girls had to wear dresses. You could not wear pants to school at all. Things have changed a lot since I went to school.
Oh, it's terrible.
And I used to pick strawberries every summer, and they would like the owner of the strawberry field would rent a school bus and pick up all the kids on a route, you know. You'd go out in the fields and pick berries, and I used to buy my own school clothes and stuff every year. But when I was like in the middle of high school, they passed the child labor laws, so they can't do that anymore, which is kind of a shame because it taught me to work because you got paid by the flat. So the harder you worked, the more money you made, you know.
Ollie, that's awful.
Yeah, I was just reading that. That's crazy.
I hope they gave him a good whipping.
I'm having a feeling he did. I think that teacher might have had a bloody nose or a black eye. Damn Myrtle. They had school buses when we went to school, Pam.
Yeah.
Myrtle, you better watch it.
I hated to ride the bus. It comes so close to where I live so many times, but you couldn't get off.
I didn't ride the bus because we lived about 3 or 4 blocks away from the school, so I walked every day.
What about that giveaway?
Oh yeah, I got to do the giveaway.
And I sent you a message in chat,
You sent me a message in chat.
private.
Oh,
Pass some notes.
well, you guys don't get to know what he said.
I do if I look. Devil King's people. 2 hours. Wow.
Hello, Natural.
Yep, that's what I mean, Didi.
Yep, Merdul's got it. Rules of the giveaway. Pick a number between 1 and 75. 1 guess per person. Closest to the number without going over wins. Wait for me to type start. This is what we're giving away. Do-do-do-do.
What do they call young turkeys? I mean, you know, the sexes like roosters and hens. What do they call turkeys?
The male's a gobbler. The female's a hen. What are the babies, Pam?
Chicks.
No.
No, I think it's
I always called them Bobs.
Yeah, right. Right. I heard that Bob story before. Like chickens or pullets, or young chickens are like heifers.
a young male is a Jake.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the giveaway tonight. It's not my favorite, but it's what I have. Yeah, take some lizard pictures and send them to me and I'll draw them. But we got a female wild turkey is what we're giving away tonight. And you guess a number between 1 and 75, and I'm going to type start right now. 1 guess per person. Doesn't matter where you live, overseas or whatever, I can ship them. So there we go, start.
Oh.
So
Bob,
Oh.
want a number, Bob?
What?
You want a number?
Yes. Number 37.
37?
And Ed's not here, so I might win.
I won't do it to you. Oh shit!
Better
My
not.
goal typed 38 before your 37 got in.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
But
that won't affect me because it can't go over anyway.
Yep.
so a baby turkey is a chick or a poult? Poult.
Okay.
A
Like
young
poultry.
female is a jenny. Then the adult is a hen. An adult male turkey is a tom or gobbler. And then the young version is a jake.
Dee Dee's looking forward to wrestling too much. Little too much.
If there's a tie, then we do a tiebreaker. I don't know if I said that or not. A sudden death tiebreaker between whoever ties.
I'm giving these guppies some more food over here. Yeah, well, I've got some frozen shrimp that's already cooked. Just would have to
Oh, I
be
know.
Merdul says, no tiebreakers. I want something exciting. Put him in the ring.
Chocolate pudding wrestling, yeah. Okay, has everybody got a number in? I'm going to go over to the random number generator.
Looks
So
like
if you don't have a number in, you're going to be SOL. Oh, I got to type stop.
Whoa, that's crazy, Freaky Fish Lady.
Oh, and Danny gets one in after I type stop.
It shows before on mine.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Shows before on YouTube.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to share the random number generator.
Oh. Devil set it to number 47, or she.
And do a drum roll, Skipper.
I can't do that. You asked me that before. There you go. Bob took care of it.
And the number is number 59.
59.
59.
47.
Maria Z with 55.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Maria got the turkey.
Yep.
Congratulations, Maria.
You did, Maria. You got her.
Maybe next time, Dee Dee.
You won a turkey. It ain't even Thanksgiving yet.
Did Ginger Grace put a number in?
I don't know. I wasn't watching everybody.
I know she doesn't have no turkey.
I didn't even know Ginger was here.
She's stealthy.
I know, that's the scary part.
I'm working on a painting right now. That's why I wanted to have like 3 giveaways for tonight, but I've been really doing a lot of painting. I'm probably going to have an auction of a few pieces next Wednesday because rent is going to be due. And I should have had something ready for tonight, but I've been busy painting. But yeah, so next Wednesday probably I'll have an auction off a few small pieces. Because, rent and the assholes that I rent from. If you're 2 days late, you get a 2-day eviction notice. So, yeah.
That's just freaking nuts. Wow. I still can't get over how that state is with stuff.
Yeah, Wyoming is really redneck. Really redneck. And like I say, basically you got no rights. There's no such thing as renters' rights here.
Bob, them blue cars I got off of Dan,
Yeah.
are the males smaller than the female?
No. You got the electric blues, didn't you?
Yeah.
The ones I had were about the same size, and I don't remember what the research says. But I had 2 pairs of them, but they never spawned. But that's been several years ago. They were pretty new still.
And I have to say, that is my first cichlid.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. They're cool little fish.
Yeah, I got.
I've never had any. I call them man-made. Well, they are. Epistogramas, and those double reds are the first ones I've had. I've got the blue steels, or steel blues, whatever. Blue steels.
We really delved into it, Terry, when the people that own the trailer court now, when they first bought it and sent us all these new rules and stuff, we really delved into it, and there's nothing we can do. I mean, we can do whatever they want here. Most other states, you have 30 days and da-da-da-da-da, but Wyoming has no protections whatsoever.
I had a point I was going to make about those epistos. Oh, those killifish are bigger than them that I put them with, and the killies thought they were going to run them around. Well, that lasted about 2 minutes. And those epistos said, come at me. Come at me. Male is like the 3. That's what I was thinking, Dee Dee, is that the males were smaller or the same.
I think I have 2 of the same sex.
A lot of the medium to large cichlids, the females are bigger.
But here in the state of Pennsylvania, you got to go to court to do an eviction.
You don't hear,
That's incredible.
and they can give you a 2-day eviction till you have 2 days to get out.
Yes, devil.
Right.
Yeah, I do devil cane. I have before, and I do. Yep.
Not check it out, Deborah, because I've been so far behind on watching videos it ain't even funny.
In fact, I've shipped art to. I have art in England and Australia and Switzerland and Norway and Canada.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, yes.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, you can take me down if you want.
I was enjoying looking at your tanks.
Well, Yazzy's getting jealous of those tanks.
Oh, Yazzie.
There's the Yaz. She don't get
Even
the
if you
no-no.
win an auction, too. It doesn't matter. It ain't just a giveaway. An auction also.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
I sent I don't know if you guys remember the owl painting that I did that went to William in Switzerland.
Oh, that's cool.
I do remember that. I still grieve for that owl.
I take it Bob lost the auction.
I need the birds, all the birds. Yeah, see, they can't hardly see you laying down like that. They damn sure don't see me. Yeah. Sleepy.
Okay, I gotta put this out there. It's just twice she asked, gotta get Star out.
Star is sleeping right now.
Don't wake her up.
She was on Bob's stream earlier.
Oh, no wonder she's sleeping. She's really stressed out.
Yep.
Yazzie looked at her like he was the head of the fish mafia. Didn't he, Yazzie? He doesn't like Pam to hold her. No, he doesn't. There he is. There's Pam. She's still there. He loves Pam.
Well, this coming Wednesday, I'm going to have that mule deer buck that I've been working on, and I'm not sure what else. So I'll have at least 1 or 2 other ones because, like I say, it's rent time again. And I applied for Social Security, but I still have not heard anything from them at all.
I hope you get on it quick. We're going to get a big raise, like the biggest one in 30 years next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I tried to get on and check, but so I might have to call them because I couldn't check online to see what was going on with it. It just said that it was in the process. I got an email from him saying that some lady was going to call me, and she hasn't yet.
I have a question about it. Is it the regular or the other one?
What?
Social Security.
Just regular Social Security.
Oh, okay.
Well, when you
Anyway, right now my art is my only income. So
what's the other one?
SSD.
Oh, I have SSD and regular. That they roll it into one check. And they sent my check a week early. It usually comes the fourth Wednesday, and this is the third. Or last night, I got up this morning and it said your balance, and I'm like, what? I know I didn't do that well on YouTube. And there it was.
Devil's asking.
I do commission work, but right now I've got 3 big ones that I'm working on, and I'm not going to take on any more until I'm done with them, which should be pretty soon. But I've got a commission from Ginger and one from Danica, and one from
Ed.
Yeah, I got a small drawing to do for Ed.
Good night, Maria.
Good night, Maria.
Why did my mind just go blank? Anyway, I've got 3 oils and a couple little drawings to do, and they're all like in various stages of process. So when those are done, then I'll take on another one. Oh, Maria, you better get some sleep.
It might be Kiwi. So this is the 4th. It couldn't be, though, because what is the date? The 22nd? The 23rd?
Today's the 22nd.
Well, it's 23rd for me and Well,
well, the 3 7s are 21, so this couldn't be the 4th.
The 22nd is the 4th Wednesday.
Right, next week.
This week.
This week.
It's the 4th Wednesday?
Yes.
It can't be if we're on the 23rd.
I'm looking at the calendar right now. The 1st was on.
Today is the 4th Wednesday of the month.
That don't make any kind of sense.
First of the month was the first Wednesday.
Yes.
They freaking lost it.
So next week is the 29th. So yeah, I gotta do an auction next week because my rent is due the day after that.
Well, I got paid a week earlier than I thought I was going to. It's the 4th Wednesday, the 1st. Oh, it was on the 1st. That explains it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the
Thank you,
first of the month.
Thank you, Myrtle. I can't do the math, especially with the little strokey. Okay, cool.
Okay, Devil Cane, like I say, give me like probably 2 or 3 more weeks and I'll have everything else ready.
Just remember, great art takes time.
That's right.
Oil paintings take time because you're doing it in layers.
Oh, yeah. You got to let each layer dry.
Yep, you got to let each layer dry and then do the next layer.
Because it's oil, it takes longer.
Pam, I know you did your self-taught, and you, I know you had favorite artists and followed, but did you ever follow Dali, Salvador Dali?
No.
He was alive up till the 80s. Well, anyway, his wife was a Russian immigrant.
Cats, Alec. I've done a lot of cats. I'm doing a cat feature right now.
His wife was, her nickname was Gala, not Gala, but Gala, Gala. and I watched a biography, the biography show about him and
Yeah,
her. Well, I decided to name my little striped snake Gala. Perfect name.
nice.
Perfect name. Yeah, I wanted something unusual.
And I don't know when I'm going to get Social Security. They're notorious for putting it off as long as they can.
Well, if you're old enough, see, I got the SSD first because I had to stop doing the job I was doing at 59. So I was trying to make it to 62, but I couldn't do it. Jesus, sitting 12 hours? No way.
The process of SSD can be a pain. My dad had to get a lawyer.
After I stopped, I kept, because I was an employee at Blue Cross, I kept my insurance anyway. It was 1,003 or 4, something like that. But you can no, that takes a chunk out of no income.
Oh, wow.
Saving, yep. And I got it back. Oh, I got it back. My lawyer was good, so that was 12,000 and change. But I was denied, of course, and then I got the lawyer, and the second time they denied it. So the third time, they said I'd have to do a trial, and I'm like, that's fine. So they had a occupational therapist there.
So what makes no sense about that is you put the paperwork in 3 times, and after the third time you get a lawyer, it's like it's set up for the lawyer to make money.
But
Yeah,
it's
and
capped.
I think that happens to everybody. I don't think they ever, ever, ever approve it the first time. Never.
If you don't get a lawyer, it's hard to get approved.
Yeah, it is. I would have never got it approved because he was just like, well, just, stay calm, cool your jets. You'll get it when we go to trial. And we did have to go to a trial. It was just him, me, the lawyer, and the therapist. But she didn't really understand what I did. And she thought I was like the person at the hospital that did the transplant cases with the doctors. And I'm like, no. I'm the one that works at the insurance and reviews them and counsels the patients and blah, blah. So I got it slammed down. But anyway, I got my money back for my personal insurance. I got back pay that I should have been getting. It was a nice check. It really was. And I thought the lawyer got a third of that, but it's capped. I don't know if it's national or just state, but it was like 7,000. So I was like, shut up. Are you kidding?
I can't remember what the percentage was when my dad went through it.
It was not a percentage. It was just for here, because
Right.
Your lawyer gets a third of a settlement, but not with the Social Security, not with the disability. Let's see, giveaway that and the long-term disability. Yep.
Yep, Maria, that's exactly it. I thought you went to bed, Maria. You need to get some sleep.
She's lurking. Yep.
Probably getting ready to lay down. It piqued her interest.
What was really odd was after the judge was a lady, really nice. I really hit it off with her. She was super smart. But after she found out what my job really was, and the things required to do it anyway, instead of disability for the 2 things I asked for, she gave me disability for 5 things. I thought, you rock, girl. 5 things. I'm a mess, in other words. Don't say anything, Pam.
I wasn't going to say a word.
Yeah, Edie, it is. It's really hard to do it, and I did it with memory issues and stuff, anxiety, depression, all the stuff. But I finally got it in the first time. Yeah, Maria's lurking.
That's nice, Big D.
That is nice.
A lot of people get a yearly pension raise. I can tell you that, especially where I work. Once you retire, whatever you get paid, that's what you get paid until you die.
You're breaking up, Skipper. I thought my battery was dying, but it's not. I want to say that it was 23 or 21 or something like that percent. Just a huge raise. One year I got $7. I'm like, I mean, $7. It's a McDonald's. Yazzie said we need to be still and be quiet. Sorry, Yazzie. Let's see.
Kahana, hello.
Pam, you said you got the 10 people.
I don't quite have 10. You mean on my membership?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't quite have 10, but I need to figure out how to do the members only live stream. But when I go for my ride out in the country and do a video, it's going to go up for my members first.
I keep meaning to do the, try it for a month and see if I like it. Oh, I see what you're saying, Big D. I have a pension from a hospital I worked at for 16 years before the 15 at Blue Cross. So I got a pension from there. Had no idea that I was owed that. It's every month. Become a member before Pam pushes a button. You know, Merdul has really kind of prodded you a few times too tonight. Merdul's like, shut up. Damn it.
Damn it, Bobby. Oh, I will not be streaming this Sunday. And Bob, I won't be able to make it to yours.
Where the hell are you
You're
going?
going to be at that thing, huh?
Oh, that's right. You should do live streams from there.
Yeah.
On your
Don't
time.
members only streams. Yeah, I don't really have quite enough people to do one yet anyway, but
That drives me nuts.
Yeah. I don't like them either. I've never done one. I don't really do anything for members. I'm surprised I've even got a couple. And there's Geek Boy. No, that's for Pam. Sorry. Geek Boy's a member. I think I was talking to you, Pam, a few weeks ago, and I was going to do away with my members because I was tired of people telling me how to run my channel.
You were telling me that too.
Yeah. Using their membership as a protest or they want to sit by and study hall. That I don't like that shit. Either you want to be a member or you don't. If you don't, that's okay. Then with the Walker at 62. Wow, Alec, that's awesome.
Now with regular SSI, whenever you first file, just like with SSD, are you back paid to the day you file your paperwork?
SSI is you're only eligible if you are below a certain. I think it's literally poverty or very close to poverty level, which is easy to do with the way prices are. But I did not because I'd worked for a nurse and I was had a good job when I quit.
Yeah. I agree with you, Geek Boy.
I'm a member because I like these streams. Yeah. Worry about your own stuff.
When you do that, you're just showing support.
Yeah. I just don't like people trying to coerce me for $5 a month. You know how that goes.
yeah.
But I decided no. They've already. There's 2 people said they weren't going to be a member anymore for this or that. I'm like, whatever. They still come, so no hard feelings, I guess.
I just have a big issue with the members only stream because not everybody can be a member of freaking 50 freaking channels.
I know.
Yeah.
It adds up, especially on a fixed income,
Yeah.
I've gone back to a couple of them that, like the other day, there was a member-only stream, and I'm a mod there. I rarely go there and mod, but I'm like, this is some craziness, you know? Fish streams had to quit my career as a dental hygienist. Yep.
Yeah, it's like the person that I had to ban the other day for saying nasty stuff. It's like they were a member, but paying $5 a month does not give you the right to abuse people on my stream. If that makes sense.
No, it does.
Yeah, keep boys the same. And I don't, I do have time. I don't work, but I do volunteer a full-time job and have to be on site 2 days a week. And I've got a pet store in my house.
Yeah, how about it?
Pet shop. Yazzie's very demanding for time.
Oh, look at Yazzie.
He's got his legs straight out because he wants to keep his head on my. You see him?
Yeah.
Chest. He's not relaxed. He's pushing on me. Yazzie, you could get up there and I'd throw you over my shoulder. I would.
That reminds me of whenever I worked on the farm. I had a cat, and whenever we was milking cows, it would lay literally like that, like a scarf. It would sit there the whole time, lay there the whole time. The unfortunate part was she got really sick, and I had to put her down. But it was like her spirit lived on in her daughter, and then she started doing the same thing.
Mario, he doesn't like to be picked up, and he doesn't like to be petted, and he sure as hell isn't going to get up on my lap. But he sleeps on my feet every night. He has to. I mean, if I get up, go to the bathroom or anything, he gets up and gets back into bed when I get back into bed. It's like he's got to be wherever I am.
Yeah.
But he sleeps on my feet. And the bad thing about it, I almost thought about getting my camera and recording it last night because he snores. Son of a bitch. I mean, that cat snores.
So unloved.
I babysat a house one time. Guy I worked with in the military, he was going back home to California for Christmas. Let's see, I'll do it. I'll take care of your animals. Listen, I laid down in bed, and I totally forgot about the cat. So I'm laying in bed, and the cat started doing this with my chest. Let's just say that cat hit the wall. It freaked me the hell out. I jump up, and I hear this thud. I was like, what the hell? There's the cat going down the wall. I was like, okay, I'm good now. You can lay on my chest. Gotta give me some warning.
Mario snores. I mean, he always snores. He always has snored. But it's not just it's like a wheezing, high-pitched snore. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
How does Star deal with Mario sleeping with you? Or does she sleep in the bed?
Okay, they kind of ignore each other.
Do you let her sleep on the bed?
Yeah.
As long as they have their space in between one another, they don't care.
Yeah.
It's funny because our 3 dogs, one sleeps up above our heads. The one starts to sleep up against me, and the other one sleeps in between my wife's legs. And when you wake up, I ain't got no dogs on me, so I sleep good.
Fish streams, you've got lots of friends on here. I'm one, I hope. Start hanging out with us in the streams, girl. Now that we know Fish Streams was a dental hygienist, or I may have some dental questions. I just might.
5 minutes. I'm gonna have to get off and get some sleep.
Which time almost anyway.
Yeah, the stream's gonna be over in 5 minutes.
Oh,
Skipper,
okay.
you can't hang like Maria, did you see? And she's still listening, I bet you. She said I have to be up.
Oh yeah.
She'll tell me sometimes, I heard what so-and-so or this or that, or she'll leave me a message about something that was said near the end.
Oh, bulldogs can snore. That's because they can't breathe that well.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're trying to breed them so that their nose isn't so smooched in. There's a big movement in that circle, to breathe their snouts back out.
Yeah, like the French bulldogs have a lot of health problems because of their nose.
Then it won't be a bulldog when you do that.
Look at that. Look at that. Uh-huh. She's in the bed lurking.
There's Maria.
Uh-huh. I knew
Keeping an eye on you, Bob.
She's keeping an eye on Yazzie. He likes Maria too. Yeah, he does. Not as much as Pam. He loves Pam. He always likes to hear Maria talk. We talked on the phone a few times. He always listens.
Oh, I could even with Mario. I used to sleep on the couch because I let one of my kids have my bed, and I'd sleep on the couch, and Mario sleeps on the couch with me. It doesn't matter. It's me. It's not the bed or anything else. It's he has to be wherever I am.
That's nice of you, Skull. Very nice.
You can email me, Devil Cane. I'll put my email in here. Cut and paste it, because if it's spelled wrong, it won't go through.
I don't sleep with the cats because Yazzie won't allow them in the bedroom. Will you, baby?
Well, I got a cat story. So the wife brings a cat home. She goes, "It's a female." Okay, that's fine. It won't spray everywhere. So I come home and
The old English bulldogs actually had, because I had some friends that had some, and they actually they have to be artificially inseminated because the males can't get up on top of the female, which is kind of sad in a way, but yeah.
I had a thought, but I'm going to keep that to myself. Can you see answering the ad for the donor collection? No. No.
You're right, Geek Boy.
Yeah, you look back at some of those old pictures and you hardly recognize some of them.
Yeah. And German Shepherds, it really shows German Shepherds because in the 60s there was a German Shepherd. I forget what his name was. I used to know it, but
oh yeah,
I can't remember his name. But he won all the dog shows. He was like perfect conformation and beautiful, perfect coloring with the ribbon tin saddle and everything. And he won all the dog shows. Everybody bred their females to him. And now you can't find a purebred German Shepherd that does not have his dog somewhere in the background, and that's where the hip dysplasia came from.
Yep.
It started showing up the second generation out from breeding to him, and now you can't. If you get a German Shepherd, you can just about guarantee that, like Buddy, you're going to have to put him down because of hip dysplasia eventually.
Rottweilers and Bull Mastiffs are the same way.
It all came from that one dog.
You used to post videos, Big D, either that or they have suddenly your dogs. I used to comment on them. Maria, that's the dog that nearly killed you. sleeping on the rug and she tripped on it.
We had on this first time I ever heard of a Siberian Husky attack. The lady at work got attacked by one, and it literally scalped her. I never heard of a husky being like that.
One of my uncles used to build houses, and he was working on a house, and the neighbors had a husky in their fenced yard, and that husky got out of the fence and attacked my uncle while he's building, while he's working on the house. And it did so much damage to his arm that he couldn't use his arm anymore.
Oh, wow.
Dee Dee, I didn't know you had a buddy also. Huh.
Yeah, it was October when I had to put my buddy down. It was last October. It was about almost exactly a year ago.
Dee Dee just said last October for her, too.
Mm-hmm. You guys remember I was going to take him camping, and I got the truck all packed and everything, and I'd gotten a step thing for him to get up in the truck. He couldn't get up in the truck anymore, and I got up to go, and he couldn't even stand up. He couldn't stand up anymore, so I can't lift him. Couldn't lift him because he was too big.
Oh, yeah, he was big.
Magnum.
So I had to. I just put everything away, and that was a Sunday. And Monday morning, I called around till I found a vet that would come out to the house and put him down, because I couldn't get him up in the truck to take him anywhere either. So.
Dee Dee, that was my nickname in junior high.
Yeah, I'm called.
Yeah, I have a video of photographs of Buddy on my channel too.
Yeah, our Roddy Bull Mastiff was getting toward the end was getting real bad with his hips. It's just rough seeing a dog suffer that way.
Yeah, I was helping him up and down the steps and everything up to that point, but when it got to the point where he couldn't even stand up anymore.
Oh yeah.
It was just time. I had to let him go.
Oh.
We was actually getting close to doing that, and then he just ended up. I'll never forget that day. Passing away at my feet. You think you're a badass until you got to go through that. You're not.
Yeah.
Big D said his nickname was Bob was Magnum. What? My nickname. Oh, John. My nickname in junior high was D Smoke. Bob was Magnum in junior high. Right? Brian. In my mind, anyway.
Yes, some people will understand, and I do understand. All dogs are special. I mean, every dog you lose hurts, but I have to say, Buddy was one of those once in a lifetime dogs, and some people will understand exactly what I'm saying. I mean, he could never be replaced, or I mean, he was one of those once in a lifetime dogs.
My childhood dog, us kids got to name him. We named him Bud. Come to find out, he was German Shepherd, Labrador Retriever, and Coyote mix. And this dog, like any dog I ever have from then on out, never would be like him.
Yeah. And speaking of that, I don't know how many of you realize this, but I'm going to go ahead. I hope she doesn't get mad at me, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys. That is why Jess has not been on my live stream like this last weekend, and it'll probably be a while before she's on one, because yesterday she had to take her dog Marley in to get put down because she had cancer. So
She posted on Facebook.
yeah.
She had a bunch of people.
So that is why Jeff has not been on my live stream like last weekend and stuff.
See, I didn't raise. His name was Rocky, the Roddy Bull Mastiff mix from a pup. My wife did. She had him before we got together, but whenever I came into the picture, he kind of took to me more, and it's just crazy. Like I was a farm boy, so I never really got connected to animals like that. But boy, he did it somehow. I can't call him a little shit because he was a Rottweiler Bull Mastiff. He was big. It's rough.
Yeah. My Daniel's getting very, very, very close. A couple of weeks or maybe less. And I probably let it go too long.
Yeah,
already.
I understand that, Dee Dee. I can't really talk about Buddy too much without tearing up too. So
Yeah.
like I say, Buddy was one of those once in a lifetime dogs.
A year later, we had to put our pit bull down. And then a year after that, no, 2 years after that, I had a litter of puppies in the same stink whenever we was camping. We had to put them down while we was camping. And 2 years later, I had a litter of puppies in my camper. It's crazy.
Okay, boys. See you.
Well, hell, it is 7 after. Wow.
You missed your deadline, Skipper.
Oh, we should go, huh? It's that time.
You don't realize it once you get on a subject.
Yeah, no, huh? So thank you everybody for coming in. And thank you, Skipper, and thank you, Bob, and thank you all my mods. And good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.